Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. This was a request video, a updated makeup and hair routine. So I am fresh out of the shower and have nothing on my face except for my moisturizer. And I have been out of the shower for probably 20 minutes or so. So I'm just leaving my hair down and letting it air dry. I kind of just do a little part. I don't like part it. With like a comb or anything like that, but I have a wide tooth comb in the shower that I brush my hair through with the conditioner, so then I don't brush it again, because as you can see, I've got curly hair. So I'm gonna put in my hair oil and then wrap my hair in this while we do my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I did one a couple months ago, but this is like an updated one just for summer, very light. Nothing major. I don't have a lot of makeup, like, at all. All of my makeup sits in this little bag, but I have it propped up. I'm sitting at my desk, so I have all the makeup kind of laid out here. But I got a couple requests for this video, so I'm so glad to do videos that you guys request. But make sure you guys are subscribed, and let's get started, I guess. Like I said, I'm just gonna put my hair oil in. I use the brand Olaplex. I use that on my hair, obviously, but I use it, the shampoo and conditioner, and I have noticed such a difference in my hair. I was running low and I went to Walmart because I saw they had a dupe, apparently. It was called like Heritage. It is not a dupe. Don't waste your money. I think they're only like $6 or $7 each, but don't waste your money. They are not a dupe. Your hair feels super waxy and like build up just from one time of using it. So I'm going to just flip my head upside down here and put this little like terry cloth towel on my head to help it dry. Okay, we're back. I bought a new one the other day when I was at the store. I just used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in 10, which is Fair, I think is the color. Yeah, just Fair. So I tried a new tinted moisturizer because that's just what I use on my face all the time. I've tried a couple other ones and I kind of go back and forth between a couple of different ones. I like both of these. You guys have seen me use these. They're almost gone, which is why I got a new one to try. So I'm going to use the new one today, but I also love the Origins tinted moisturizer. It's like the best of the best. I love it, but it's super, super, super lightweight, so I use that just all the time when I don't use any makeup or wear any makeup at all. So I'm actually doing my makeup today because I'm filming another video after this, so I just wanted to, you know, have a little bit more makeup on. So everything I'm using is all drugstore, super, super affordable, like low-end drugstore. So I am using the Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. It has like the hyaluronic acid. It's kind of like a dupe, I guess, for the L'Oreal Age Perfect. So I already dampened my sponge. I'm just gonna put a few little dots on there. I got a sunburn the other day. I went to the beach and got a sunburn so bad, like around my hairline, right in here, like places that don't ever see the light of day, and then the tops of my thighs, like where my shorts have been covering. So bad. Like my legs are like so red, they're purple. It's crazy. They got so burnt. I put sunscreen on too, but it was like a tanning sunscreen, so I think it had like 15 SPF, so I guess that's not really sunscreen, so shame on me. Now I know to put more actual sunscreen on those places that never see the light of day. I'm just gonna open this little palette here that has a mirror so I can make sure I'm just blending everything out. This is super, super lightweight, but it just gives you some color, hydration, and I don't know, I guess that's about it. But so it doesn't really take much to blend in. You could totally use your fingers, but I'm trying not to because I broke one of my nails. I get the gel manicure, no, the dip. And I've had them done off and on for years with the dip, and I've never had one break, and one's broken. So I have an appointment tomorrow to go get it fixed. So I'm just putting some of that eyeliner, oh my goodness, concealer under my eyes, because I have very dark circles, as you could have seen in the beginning of this video. And then I put a little bit up there, and then just a little bit down here to balance it out, and around my nose, where most women have that hormonal red spot. So I'm going to blend, blend, blend. So I will see you once I'm done blending, because this is going to take a little while. So I am done blending. I look crazy with this thing on my head. But as you can see, it's super, super, super lightweight. I'm gonna lean a little bit more forward so you can see. It's so lightweight. And just makes your face feel super hydrated as well. So speaking of hydration, I'm gonna take a drink of water. I started a new weight loss series on my YouTube, so make sure you check that out. I've made a playlist for it, so make sure you go and check it out if you guys are trying to lose weight, or you just want some different dinner ideas, like low carb, low calorie, all of that good stuff, because that is what I'm doing. I am trying to lose 20 pounds by middle of August. That is when we go to Disney, but we're also just doing a weight loss competition. My husband and a friend of ours, another couple, we are all in it together, and it is Coopers versus Smiths of which couple can lose essentially 40 pounds together first. So I don't know, I think loser has to like buy drinks and stuff like that. So nothing crazy, but just a win-win for all of us, and especially the guys are super competitive. So this was just really good for them, because they're just crazy men. I feel like, and a lot of people just in general do better when it's like a competition. So I just put a tiny bit of this translucent powder, the Maybelline Fit Me. There's no color, it's just 100 is the shade, and it's just translucent, just to set your face, because it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside and you don't want your face melting everywhere. So the next step is I have two different bronzers that I use. I have this new one. It's by Elizabeth Mott. It's called What Up Beaches Matte Bronzer. And then this butter bronzer, which is like my tried and true. So what I've been doing is when I like do my makeup, that's what it looks like. I do a little bit of this, and then because I don't put really anything else on my face, I do a little bit of this, you know, on all the spots that you typically bronze. So along your hairline, and then just blend, blend, blend it all. And then I just go down, put maybe a tiny bit more down along my jawline to thin that sucker out a little bit. And then I just put a little whatever's left over before I do it over again with nothing on my brush. I just put whatever's on my brush left over on my nose. So I actually did an okay job blending with only using the viewfinder. So I just blend again to make sure I don't have any harsh lines and everything's looking natural. All right, so then the butter bronzer, I have this in the shade Deep Bronzer. This just has like a little more, like a little glitter to it. So I just kind of put that on my cheeks. Just to give it a little bit more, and then whatever's on my brush, again, just blend, blend, blend. Random side note, I've got the cutest $5 tank. So cute, from Target. Got this color, this like pretty lilac color, and a black one, $5. So cute. I'm very excited. I love stuff like this, and I love that you can wear a regular bra. This bra I have on right now is like thick straps, and it's still covering, but if I was wearing it like out, I would make sure I wore like a thin strap bra. But so we are all blended. We're literally almost done. I told you it wasn't much of a routine. It's very simple, very basic, nothing too exciting. Then I use this, it's like all worn off, but it's Burt's Bees blush, and I love it. I've used the same, this is my second one I've used, gone through a whole one, and it lasts forever. So I just put that on the apples of my cheeks. And I put some on my nose and then the center of my forehead. Not that my center of my forehead really doesn't need it because I have natural sun there, but just so it's like the same color and not just dark red and like sunburned on the sides. Actually like pink and looks like it was supposed to. I had to go change my camera battery, but I just blend everything in. Again, with the brush, there's nothing on it, just making sure you have no like silly lines or any of that. Now for, I have two eyeshadow palettes. I have three. I have a big Morphe palette that's got a bunch of colors, but I also have this one, which is just a bunch of different nude shades. And the same with this one, just has some like greens and other colors and more sparkly colors. Typically on like a day-to-day basis, I just throw a tiny bit of bronzer in my crease and that's it. But for the sake of this video, we'll play with some eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take, if anyone has this palette, it came in like a FabFitFun box. It's Laura Geller Cinnamon and Spice palette. So I take oat milk and I'm trying to see which order it goes in, and cinnamon dolce. These two. Or this, I feel like this is oat milk. Nope. I don't know how to like, see what I mean? Is it exactly what it is in the back? Yeah, I guess. But this seems like that says sweet foam. I don't know, whatever. I'm using cinnamon dolce and oat milk, which is these two shades right here. I just blend them together. I do the darker shade first and then just put that in my crease. I love it. It's super simple. I mean, it's not really much difference than using the bronzer, but just adding that little bit of a lighter shade. It just looks more like eyeshadow. Well, because it is, but you know what I mean. It looks more like put together. And then, I have this old Bare Minerals. Yeah, it's Bare Minerals. You can barely see it's all scratched off brush, but it has like this little flat end. So I'm gonna just take this little pink glittery color here, which is Salted Caramel. And see, like, I feel like Salted Caramel should be this one, and this one is Frosted Sugar. Like, I feel like the colors are wrong, or maybe I've never had a palette. I say, because I don't buy anything that's expensive. Like, I usually buy stuff from the drugstore. It doesn't say colors on it. It doesn't say like cute names or anything like that. So it's probably just me not knowing how to read it. So let me know if I'm reading it wrong, but the colors just don't seem to make sense or match up with what they actually are. But who cares? So I just kind of pat that on. Sometimes if I want a more like dramatic look, I'll wet the brush just with some water and then do it. But today we just have stuff to do around here. I have some errands to do. Austin starts football tonight. So exciting. And then, by the way, I'm just using for my brushes, I have this Real Techniques brush set that they're just 2 eyeshadow brushes. I got them at Marshall's, I believe, and super inexpensive. It was like $6 or $7 for, I think, these 2 together. I have this old brush from, I think I got it like Marshall's or something too, like a million years ago, that I used for my blush. I have 2 other big Real Techniques brushes. So this one's just like the big fluffy brush, and this one is the bronzer brush. I think this is Real Techniques. Oh yeah, no, this is powder brush. And this one says powder brush. Whatever. I use this pink one for my bronzer and stuff, and then when I'm done at the very end, I take this one and just kind of blend everything in a second time. And then if I'm using actual foundation or more of a foundation look, I use this Tarte makeup brush. It was very expensive, but very worth it. I've had it for years. I keep it still perfect. I keep it clean, clean-ish. And I just think it's totally worth it. I don't, like I said, you guys see, I don't use many high-end products at all, if at all. So that one is totally worth it. And then I have just a Real Techniques beauty sponge too. So I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. This is some weird name. I just got it at Marshall's. Again, it was like $3 or $4. But it's like a universal eyebrow pencil. So you can see here, it's not very, it's like very sparse here. This one's good. I just kind of shape it a little bit more and like fill in some of the areas, but this is the side that like needs the work. So I am just going to draw a little line underneath like where my brows already are and just kind of trace down that way. And then I draw a little line going up and then just fill in, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I am not a makeup person. Like I love makeup, but I don't have any professional makeup training or anything like that. But before I even blend it out, you can see how much better that is. And I go super, super, super light-handed. So I don't want like big, dark eyebrows. That would look silly on me because I have such light hair. I always feel like I get this brow looking good and this one not so much. I think it's harder because there's already an eyebrow there. I mean, I have an eyebrow on the other side too, but like the front of this one is so sparse, so I feel like it's easier to kind of do. So that is it, and then I just take the little spoolie on the other end and comb them out. I am trying to grow my eyebrows because I feel like it was so cool at one point to have like very thin, no eyebrows. And I don't want like thick eyebrows, but I just want to have some with some shape. So I'm just seeing a few loose stray hairs that I'm gonna take care of while we're here. Again, I don't know if it's like the light or what, but it's like there's always some under here, and I feel like it's probably like a bush under this one, but I always see it more on this eyebrow than the other one. So I've got my I've got my eyebrows waxed once. It was like my 21st birthday and I was getting my nails done. The lady was like, do you want to get your, she knew it was my birthday and all of that, and she's like, do you want to get your eyebrows done? Like, I'll do them for you. And I was like, no, I'm good. And she was like, you need them done. I was like, okay. And they were like, if you look at my, I'll try to find some pictures and post them on Instagram, but at my 21st birthday, you can like see in like certain light. If it was a club we went to, it was dark out, but, or dark inside, but you can like, if you looked at like the other pictures, like my eyes and my eyebrows were so red and almost like swollen because I've never had it done before. So I was like, okay. I just took her word for it, and there we are. I had crazy, like red marks and all of that. So anyway, now I got this for Layton for her dance recital, but I've been using it. It's the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. So I'm just gonna throw a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, And I know some people put it right there. Looks pretty. Then I put it up here too. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I do. Alright, so now I'm going to take that big brush like I was telling you and then just blend everything out. And then I usually do this too to make sure like I had no fallout from my eyeshadow. So my mascara is among the missing, so I'm gonna go find that. I found it. It was in with like my hair stuff. And then this is the Origins Tinted Moisturizer I was telling you guys about, and it has SPF 40 in it, so it's really good for even just like under your makeup and any of that. So I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I've used this. I always go back to this. I'll try different ones because I love mascara and I have like super long eyelashes, so I just feel like it's fun to play with the mascara. But I always end up going back to this one. If I'm going out like on a date or I'm going somewhere like fancy, I will curl my eyelashes, but just for an everyday look, this is enough. If you have very sparse eyelashes, they have a primer that goes with this. It's the same thing. Sometimes you can get it in like a 2-pack, and that works really well. I used to use that sometimes, but I would only use it when, like I said, I was curling my eyelashes and like going out and stuff. So it would always dry up on me, so I stopped buying it, but it works really, really well. You can see just even after one coat how good that works. And like I said, I do have long eyelashes and like pretty thick eyelashes, so you have to take that into account. And I just make sure I don't have any clumps. When I first started doing makeup, I couldn't wear makeup till I was 16, and I was so afraid to do mascara like myself. Like I wore it for competitions and all of that, but I feel like my mom always did it because I danced my entire life. So my mom always did my makeup, so I was so afraid to put it on myself that I didn't like go in. So it was only on like the very tops of my eyelashes, and it wasn't on, like I didn't do the inner parts of my eyelashes. I only did like halfway and then out. So it looked ridiculous, but you live and learn. And I think this one's super affordable. I want to say it's like $7 or $8 at Walmart or Target. It's very affordable. If I remember, I will try to. I'm trying to figure out how to make an Amazon store. I have like links to everything and like the Amazon Associates account and stuff, but I want to figure out how to make an Amazon like storefront so I don't have to keep like adding stuff. Like I can add it just to the storefront and then you guys have the link to that, because I try to link everything, but it's hard sometimes to remember like everything. So if I have it there, I can update like the storefront. So I'll have to do a little research. I haven't really tried too much to figure it out. I suppose I should. All right, so we are done. Super simple, and like I said, it doesn't take me long. It took me maybe like 10 minutes, and that's because I was talking. I can probably do this in 5 tops. So that is how everything looks. My mascara, this eyebrow is a little funky, but it's very natural, nothing crazy. So let's take down the hair and see how that's going. So not bad, not bad. So I am going to part that again there. What I like to do is kind of go in, flip my head upside down with the hairdryer and dry my hair, and then I just take my curling wand and do just around my face, because all under here, when I do the blow dryer, it tends to like straighten the front pieces, because that's where I want it to look a little bit more like smooth and all of that, but like I only do probably like that much. Everything else underneath, I won't even dry it. I just let it air dry because it's just naturally curly. So I just really want to like make sure I frame my face and all of that. So let's go dry my hair. If it was only acceptable to have hair like this big. Alright, so it is just about, I probably would say like 90% dry, but it's dry in all the spots that I'm just going to fix with my curling wand. So around my face is done. I do a couple in like the back too. So then, again, I wish I could leave this mermaid hair and it'd be not ridiculous. But while it's still warm, I take tried and true Suave. I need to get a better quality hairspray for sure, but I used to have a better one and then I found this in the back of my cabinet, so I'm just trying to use this up before I buy a new one. So we're almost gone, and Layton has her dancer style this weekend, so I'm actually, when I go out today, I'm gonna get a new one because it's tiny bit left. So I let that set for a minute or two, the hairspray, and then I'm just going to kind of comb my fingers through it and like ruffle it up a little bit so it matches all underneath. So like that's just my natural curl. All of that is, I didn't touch any of that with the curling iron. Like I said, I only did around my face, but it would look silly if I left like these perfect little curls and it not match the rest of the hair because it's curly but very like crazy. So I just kind of mess them up and undo them just a little bit so that way it blends in with the rest of my hair. All right, so that is it for this video. It did not take long. It took longer for me to film than to actually do the routine. It's just obviously me explaining everything, showing you all the products that I use, but this is everything that I own. I showed you those. I love tinted moisturizers, so I always have a couple of different ones of those. These I'm just trying to use up. But these are all my tinted moisturizers. I have a couple different mascaras. This one's actually, I put that aside because I need to toss it. It's dried up. That's why I got this one. But that is everything. That's it. Everything that I own. So for, let me see, a couple, I don't know what might have been, I'm trying to think, when I did my minimalist makeup bag video. I can link it for you guys, but it has mainly all of the same stuff. I just share kind of everything that I keep in it and how I went from like hoarding makeup to having just this. So I like this. It makes it easier. It's just like, you don't have to think about doing your makeup. It's just you use what's in the bag. There's something for your face, for your cheeks, for your bronzer, like there's just everything there. So, and same with hair products. I literally have this gel. I have a hairspray. I have a little tiny bit left of, I feel like you guys are uneven here, of a leave-in like conditioner that was like an Aveda, however you say that name, that came in a FabFitFun box. That's almost gone. And I think I have like a curl cream that when just in the summer when I don't even do this, I put that in and kind of scrunch it up a little bit, and then, I mean, we're pretty close to this result, but it's not as, like the hair is kind of going everywhere. It's not trained to just sit here, so, like the heat does, but, and that's it. So I love having like less amount of stuff because it takes all of the amount of time and like sifting through everything and trying to find stuff, or what do I want to wear today? What do I want to use today? Same with your clothes. If you have less amount of clothes, it takes all of the guessing game and all of the work out of it. You're like, okay, this pants or this pants today, you know? So my clothes have gotten kind of out of control, so I need to do another little refresh there. But that's another video and another project for another day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.